Alright. So I think we had to uncurse something. Oh yeah, that's right, we killed the super boss. Yeah, we have the key. But I'm just going to bed, because it supposedly unlocks anything. Time to pick a fourth store. Swell does have a shiny hat. We finally found an improvement to our, oh god, what the hell was it? Fedora. Alright, we've got 10 things I had about you, Ye Olde Chemiker, and Texas Instruments. These all sound terrible. I guess we'll go with the potion store. Okay. You find a hook on one of the ceiling beams and hang up your new refrigerator. Yeah, about that, what is this? It's full of terrible Gatorman beverages. You grab one. Gatorman Cola, plus 11 max HP. All right. A disconcerting dream. Today is October 20th, 1902. Hey, Haircut. Good to see you. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. My diary. Let's write our entry today. This diary is the property of Margaret, age 9. All others keep out under penalty of law. Dear diary, yesterday our dog Daisy died. Papa said it was bound to happen because she was older than me, which isn't old for a kid, but's really old for a dog. He said we'll get a new dog soon, but I'm sad anyway. Some birthday. At school today, the teacher asked what we want to be when we grow up. I said I'll be God, because then I can make sure all the dogs live a long time and are always happy. Everyone laughed, and that jerk Billy Gribsley said a girl can't be God. So I said I'll be president instead because that's nearly as good. He said a girl can't be president either. Well, I'll show him. I'm gonna make all kinds of laws about being nice to dog, and I'll make being a jerk illegal too, so Billy Gribsley goes to jail and can't eat nothing but bread and water forever. So there. Oh, now she's angry. Your desk covered in Ocean City paperwork. Poindexter, your insufferable bean counter. What do you want? What is it, Terrence? Madam Comptroller, I merely need your signature on these budget revisions. With this, the reminder of funds currently allocated to municipal services will be redirected to your shadow presidential campaign and other projects. That sounds a bit obvious. Rest assured, I am only sparing you the details, which you have made quite clear to me that you find intolerably boring. The transactions will be meticulously obscured through shell corporations, cutouts, offshore accounts, and the like. All right, good. You'd better not be skimming more off the top than I'm willing to ignore. Certainly not, Madam Comptroller. We signed the documents. It's time to record the announcement of your candidacy for Shadow President. All right. Pay attention, peons. Geez, don't call them peons, ma'am. And please try for a less totalitarian tone generally. Right. So something like, we have to go with howdy, folks. We have to go with howdy, folks. It's like it was written for me. Howdy, folks. Too folksy, ma'am. This ain't Arkansas. Well, I guess I'm just too folksy for the internet chat. You are no longer folks, now you're my fellow citizens. I'm Margaret. That's weird, the levels went all funny when you said your last name. Don't worry about it. I hereby announce my candidacy for Shadow President. Vote for me or else. No. Sorry, ma'am, no. Ugh. Start out by explaining who you are. Most of them probably don't pay much attention to local politics. All right. In my role as Ocean City's comptroller, I have made it my mission to make sure you get exactly what you deserve. What? Well, look, I get it. Double talk is fun, but it makes you sound kind of sinister. You'd be better off just lying. That's fair. All right, our goal is to eliminate waste and graft in the city's finances. And I'm proud to say that I've been completely successful through my program of shutting down needlessly wasteful civic programs, thereby reserving your valuable taxpayer meat for things that actually matter, like family, prosperity, and freedom. Perfectly meaningless. Love it. Then just call to action to top it all off and we're done. A vote for me is a vote for you. Oh, that's great. Just perfect. Good. Is that all? Yeah, we'll add all the legal, this message, blah blah, shadow campaign for president stuff in post. Great, I'm out of here. Time travel makes my guts itch. Oh my. This guy's a yokel even by the standards of his time. Mayor Burby, I presume? Yes, who are you? I'm here to speak to you about the Crystal Dream Valley Dam project. I want to make the dam bigger, and much more powerful. Here are some revised plans. Dam this large would flood the valley and displace hundreds of people. Besides, the dam was planned to fill a perfectly adequate amount of power. Why would we need to make it bigger? How about a handshake agreement? What? I don't even know who you are. You want me to agree to this on the basis of a handshake? Specifically, I'm offering you the chance to shake hands with the handle of this large briefcase filled with meat. Oh, well now, yes, I think this new plan is quite viable. Good. Oh my god, a sheep. This desk was carved from a single block of tedium, the raw elemental form of boring work. Chat, this game's getting too real and I don't like it. There's a sheep in your office. Turns out a lot of the president's time is spent on ceremonial bullcrap that nobody actually cares about. Case in point, pardoning the Thanksgiving turkey. None of your aides know what a turkey looks like, apparently. Bah. Alright. For a moment you forgot meat was... Yeah, we just walked up to some random dude and we're like, hey, build this mega dam. Here's a briefcase full of steaks. And it's got steak juices dripping out of it. We pardoned the thing. Oh my god. Thank you, chat, for coming in. Yep. So is this meat currency little smokies or steak bites? The art for it is fucking T-bone steaks. So I like to imagine we've just got hammer space on us somewhere, and it's just full of random steaks. Your desk, covered in policy documents, both benevolent and malign. There's a note going back in time and making the Crystal Dream Dam bigger. Gotta get on that eventually. Your ridiculous court wizard isn't taking the situation seriously. Give me a progress report on the SIT thing. Have you taken care of the problem yet? That's so dreary and unfestive there. All that math and science, it isn't holly or jolly. Screw your damn theme. Your entire job is dealing with magical issues. I won't have that do-gooding interloper messing around in the library. There's too much at stake. Get it dealt with or I'm giving Crimbo's federal holiday status to the friggin' groundhog. You wouldn't. Get out of my office. Okay. Oh, we can't look at the lockers again? Some dumb jock kid you have to give a presidential fitness award to. Hey kid, how's it going? Hi. Brilliant. Alright, by the power invested in me as a shadow president, here's a reward for being able to climb a rope faster than most other kids, which is definitely important and of great use of my time. Thanks. Do I give a speech? Whatever, I'm out of here. What is going on? This miserable beast. President Strong, make rich! Yes, I know, and yes, you don't have to remind me of the terms of our two-word agreement. You're keeping your people mean and hungry? Yes, warriors mean, warriors hungry, good fighters. That's right, you're my ace in the hole, this stinking mud hole. I need to use force, so you'd better stay on top of things if you want your make rich. Keep everyone worshipping at the Gator Shrine too, but for God's sake, don't mess with the stuff in the basement. If you screw anything up down there, I'll turn you into wallets. Get me? Gulp. I get. Good. I think we killed everything in the basement. Oh wow, she's going. She is going. That hair, though. This useless oaf. Duty calls. Get it over with. More damn paperwork. How come nobody told me being president is all paperwork and talking to idiots? Sorry, man, but the unwashed masses has got to be kept in line while we amass power. Yeah, fine. I hereby sign this order declaring July 12th National Bread and Circuses Day. All citizens get a complimentary dinner roll and a free turn on the nearest suitable trapeze. Ma'am, I ain't sure that. Who cares? Let Coolidge deal with it. What's he even for, anyways? This is all beneath me. We storm out. Hellstrom? What does he want? All right, Hellstrom, let's hear your report. I love that his fucking mustache and beard is like mystical energy. The shadow beard. Everything's fine and dandy, ma'am. I don't rightly understand what this shadow energy stuff is exactly, or why you want so goddamn much of it, but the converters are spraying it out like slicker and greased mice out of a Gatling gun. Plenty of slag left over to press into those weird monsters you like. Finally, some good news. So you'll meet the project deadline? Yep, though we need to expand the oil drilling operations some more. Need you to sign this permit so we can expand into lots 210 through 240. Sure, wait, 210 to 240? That a problem? My family's farm is 223. Ah. Well, ma'am, if you're wanting your weird black juice, we gotta get the regular black juice out of the ground first. Alright, fine. Sorry, Grandpa. Okay. Well, that was certainly one of the dreams. All right, let's see. What are we going to have for food and stuff? We could eat a shadow hot dog. Muscle I don't care about, but melee attacks by 5 is pretty thick. Well, I think I did a mob blintz yesterday, didn't I? Because, yeah, it's +1 AP. And AP is just too good. And then potion-wise... Mysticality and maximum AP by 2. It's like Nietzsche said fairly recently, be careful when you drink the Abyss's milkshake, because it also drinks your milkshake. Lewd. Oh, our Shadow Taint level increases. And we have Milk of the Void now. Shadow Taint, you said. Shadow Taint, the second best kind of taint. But where is, oh no, yeah, okay, we got Shadow Taint 1. You have corrupted your flesh, the shadow moves within you. Surely that is not going to come back to bite me in the ass at some point. Was this flower pot always here? I don't think it was. We're planting a tentacle seed. We tickle it. It's your little tentacle buddy. Okay. We got a sickle from a signal. Wait, we got a signal from a sickle. You know, the farming tool thing. It's over in Grey Country somewhere. Mostly nothing but farms out there, but there's a store that's been open forever. The owner's name is Jasper. He knows Murray. He'll probably help you out. Here's a map. This is a dinner placemat. Actually, no, this is swell. This is a dinner placemat. Nietzsche loved Shadow Taint. I can't blame him. Also, welcome in, Logician. Good to have you back. Can I combine this tentacle buddy with the Shadow Taint? I mean, yeah. I mean, you got to, right? It's literally got a map of the county right in the middle of it. Oh, I'm just impressed you found a way to give me an actual map while also giving me a thing that isn't a map. Okay, so we have a new shop. Our shops probably have new things for sale. I worry about this place. Hello. I'm swell. Is this your shop? Why, yes, it certainly is. My name's Janice Chemiker. Didn't you just move in? Why is it all blown up in here? Well, I always say it isn't real chemistry if you don't blow everything up and catch your hair on fire a couple times. I like to get it out of the way early. All right, what do we got? Okay, it's just damage. Increases meat drops by 50%. Holy hell. +1 AP and +3 magic weapon damage. That's good. I'm gonna actually buy... because these are realistically probably what I'm going to be using going forward. Because it's both AP and damage. Got any fun new rings? 2 additional combat items per round. With that thing that lets us use 3, this would let us use 6 things per turn. I don't have that many things to use. But also I'm buying it. Who's the alligator following me? He's our new companion. He replaced, God, what was her name? Gabby. I took him entirely because he has AoE attacks. Do I just blow all of my money on Cola Wars grenades? This is honestly kind of tempting. Yes, and he has a very funny tail. Yes. It just kind of drags behind him everywhere. We don't talk about it much. What do we got here? A riding crop, muscle +6 in sleaze damage. I see what you're doing there, game. I see what you're doing there. So, like, these are great melee weapons. Again, though, not so much our jam. We have our axe. It's just too good. And nothing here I care about that we don't already have, like, a bunch of in stock. Hey, Noelle, welcome in. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. So, do I want to just blow all of my money? I'm not gonna blow all of my money on grenades, but I'm going to blow a lot of my money on grenades. Because we could do stupid things with this. There. We have 16 of them. And let us go to Gray Country. Gray County, rather. Doing okay, doing some micromages practice. Hell yeah, I'm glad to hear it. I hope it's going well. How's the fight for world record paces coming along? That you hit 18th worldwide in that game is insane to me. Old man's fiddling intently with some kind of clockwork thingamajig. We talk to him. Excuse me? He looks up at you with the squint of someone who hasn't used to focusing on anything more than 6 inches away. Can I ask you something? I don't get a lot of conversation practices, young man, but last I knew it was standard to lead off with an introduction. Oh, sorry, my name's Swell. Wendlin Luguti. What's your question? What are you working on? Oh, just a little thing I've been keeping myself busy with. What you do? Nothing on account of being broken. Typically, that's what makes such a thing interesting, but I need a replacement part, and there ain't much getting around that. What kind of part? Mainspring. Not usually a problem, but I need a counterclockwise one. Kind of rare. Maybe I can find you one. Well, now, I ain't expecting much, but if you manage that, I would appreciate it. Is there a clock parts store nearby? I used to buy parts off a doll maker named Gilmore, but that rat Hellstrom bought out his mortgage and foreclosed on him. Ran the fella off without even a buy your leave. At least I assume that's what happened. No idea where he went. House is still there, but it's real spooky now. Spooky? What happened? Well, nothing really. Just when there was a fella there acting like talking dolls are normal, they seem normal. When he ain't there, they don't. Anyway, it's down the road a spell if you feel like having a look-see. Remember, what I need's a counterclockwise mainspring. All right. It's a niche game and you play a lot. I mean, it's niche, yeah, but I would imagine that that there's going to be competition there. That's like the kind of game that people will knife fight over like world record paces on. All right. Well, I'll be seeing you. Let's. The door is barred from the inside. You'll have to look elsewhere for my attack. No, I wanted to shop. Damn it. A car-shaped pile of rust. Nobody wants to race an Eye the Beholder. Sorry, male. Burly old lady looks like she could kick your ass despite her age and her eye patch. I want to fight her. She looks you up and down with narrowed eyes and gives you a slight nod, apparently deciding you aren't a threat, but to be immediately pummeled into the ground. Hi. I'm Swell. Xenia Wakefield. Nice to meet you, Xenia. You look reasonably capable. Got time to run a quick errand? What kind of errand are you talking about? Farmer named Mac Milliken-Cuddy. Like, I can't even give this name, like, Milliken-Cuddy. Like, I can't give this shit, because, like, this is totally a name that I would have, like, heard in Indiana. Borrowed something from me, and I'm gonna need it soon, that's all. Go get it, come back. Couldn't be simpler. My experience is that nothing is ever simple. Ain't that the truth? I don't expect any trouble, though. Alright, fine. Here's directions to his place. Just tell him Xenia needs her paperweight back. All right, I'm on my way. A woman with long silvery hair and a salty smile is chatting with Xenia. Long lashed eyes sparkle at you behind her spectacles. Her voice is a purr. Hey there, sweet thing. I'm Iola Kinmundi. Nice to meet you. I'm Swell McSwellington. Care to do a lady a little favor, Swell? What kind of favor are you looking for? I'm desperately thirsty, but I need something specific. A glass of milk. Milk? A charming young man named Milkman Stan used to deliver the best milk in the country, but he vanished mysteriously. The last anyone saw him, he was making a delivery to the Drexel place. Could you find him for me, pretty please? Her eyelashes flutter as she makes puppy dog eyes at you. Yes. I knew I could count on you. Here, let me give you directions. The Drexel stead. Bring me back a glass of milk once you find him, okay, sweetheart? Okay, leave it to me. Okay, well, we've got things to do now. Got milk. Yeah. Oh my. What about BBB? I want to go here. Fuck you, game. I do what I want. Alphonse sniffs the air greedily. Smell good. Hungry. What do you smell? Fairies, maybe? Oh, geez, not those things again. Different, though. Not sure. Ooh, puckwudgies. All right, we gotta see what a puckwudgie is. I must know. All right. We have found a Puckwudgie village. A miniature jewelry store. You punch a hole through the back wall and take everything that fits. A amethyst armband, a pourquoi bangle, and a bottle cap ring. You can't take more than 5 damage at once. What? That is insanely powerful. Yeah, I'm using that. We switched our partner, yes. We have a Gator Man now. I mean, I've only got 36 hit points, but like against a boss fight that hits really hard, that is insanely tanky right there. So miniature firehouse, you hear some Puckwudgies milling around inside, we kick the door down. Yeah, see, that's the other thing is like, I regenerate 8 hit points around, and if I'm only fighting one thing, I think unkillable maybe. And we also have our cracked knuckles, which lets us do horrible, evil things if we want to be a cheese lord, but we don't need to worry about that right now. You don't know what a Tor is, but you're happy that it's gay. Like a Tor in this like geological formation sense, or not a geological. A Tor is a structure. A Tor is a structure. But I see what you're saying there with a gay Tor. Yeah, I see it. I see it, Mild. I see it. I'm just choosing to go the other direction because fucking puns. $117 meat, some Puckwudgie massage oil, +2 max AP, nice. An orange Puckwudgie hat, and a Puckwudgie arson charm. Set an enemy on fire equal to your moxie. Hot. What's our moxie? So that would let us set something on fire for 6, but we'd be replacing our crazy regeneration crystal. Oh wait, no, we'd be replacing the Mookie box, the music box. No, I think I'd rather the AoE. Puckwudgie Hospital is a place of healing and hurting. This beats all modern JRPGs. Well, look at those graphics. I agree, Sword Saint. Welcome in. I agree. I would rather play this than something like Expedition 33 or Final Fantasy 16 any day of the week. Ooh! A Pukwudgie medicine bag, 7 max HP and 2 HP regen per round. Sadly, our Rift Crystal Amulet is just that, but better. And it's only mostly evil. A high-rise Pukwudgie apartment building. You could easily rile a few of them up if you banged on the windows. So I assume that this is just infinite fights. The sign says Pukwudgie Village, established July 22nd, 1828. That's weirdly specific. By the temperature and architecture, you'd say this is an ice house. We peek inside. You peek inside and it's full of big, plump, chilled grubs. Through the skylight, you can see Pukwudgie massage therapists hard at work. Not anymore, they're not. Why do they all have knives and magic? Chat, I think we might be overpowered. I think we might just be a little bit overpowered. Time to nerf me? No, I'm too innocent. Just look at Swell. He's just an innocent mustachioed boy who kills everything that dares get in his way. A Pukwudgie poison vial. Your weapon attacks apply 3 poison. And a purple Pukwudgie hat. Your overpowered gets wiped out next battle. Rip blame chat F. Yes, absolutely. These barracks must be where the Pukwudgies keep their little army. We declare war. That kibitz, though. Okay, how many AP? I have 3 left. All right, because what I'm gonna do... Actually, I might not need to, never mind. I think we're gonna just kill these things with cheese. No, they have 4 hit points each, okay. I'm gonna heal myself just to get that bleed off of me. All right, a Pukwudgie Shank. Moxie plus 6 physical damage and 3 bleed. That's actually a really good weapon. All right, we have a Shadow Pocket. We reach inside. We got Shadow Wine. Plus 3 to all of our armor. It's unclear if Alphonse is scowling angrily or if that's how his face works. What's up, Alphonse? Is that... Alphonse, you've got a knife sticking out of you. Bah, not kill, make stronger. Are those guys even using knives? Alphonse's max HP increases by 5. Sure. All right, let's do this and see if this is actually something that's repeatable or if this is just a thing. Okay, that's a lot of damage coming in there. I can just pull it off with the Medical Manchego, which I will, but first, Death Magic. This honestly kind of makes me want to play Neverwinter Nights, and I don't know why.
Cheese for everyone.
Delicious cheese. I am in fact a bear. Rawr. All right, who dies? Intelligence to heal its entire party. Like hell you are. I could have killed both of them if I used his shadow speech, but I decided to eat a man instead. Okay, is this repeatable? Yeah, alright, so this is just... Alright, well, I mean, I guess that was the Pukwudgie village. Interesting. We got an incredibly overpowered ring out of it, which is something. Wait, but seriously though, I want to see if we can... What the fuck navigation is that? A farm rain picks up something wild in the... the farm rain picks up something wild and the open doors of a nearby barn provide the only shelter. You dash inside. From the rafters hang a gang of gargoyles who drop and block the entrance. Pay up, shelter ain't free. This here's a B&B, and whether that stands for bed and breakfast or black and blue, that's up to you. I love that we can just get beaten up, or we can reject this choice with violence. Apparently now we're just all on fire. Why are we all on fire? Okay, that's I guess just what they do. Alright, well, I guess, you know... Turnabout is fair play. Okay, what do we got? Set us on fire, and just gonna stab Alphonse. Alphonse will survive. Maybe the fire might kill him though, so we're gonna kill this guy first, assuming this one gets to act, which I don't know if it does. I just say, yeah, it might just be Alphonse's turn, and he's just gonna eat the thing. As he is wont to do, 23 XP and a devil skin hat band. Add cold armor to a hat. B&B doesn't stand for black and blue. Alright. No, but seriously, like, a wind blows an old sheet of paper into your face with a plap. Kinda nostalgic. You peel it off and read it. Izzy, I stashed the meat from the bank job under the old burnt tree. Meet me there Tuesday to divvy up. Don't tell Marv I want to cut that dumb palooka out of the deal. You look around and discover that you're standing next to an old lightning-blasted oak tree with a hole dug next to it. 3 skeletons are laying around the hole with rusted pistols still clenched in their hands. In the hole you find a big burlap sack with a symbol for meat stenciled on the side. Okay. Alright, I guess we can't actually go to any of these BBB places. So we'll just go to the Gilmore house. The ancient Greeks postulated 5 elemental ducks. The second element, water, Socrates, spoke of a certain duck who can freeze water in its very belly and belch it up as cubes. And here comes such a duck now. He sits in your path and chills the night air. We make war. That duck had friends. All ducks do. You fight the one, you fight them all. Bring them on. What is this duck in back? Big, veiny duck. Kibitz has returned. This is mildly horrifying.
Curse you, Kibitz! I hereby vow you will rue this day.
Darkwing Duck was so good, though. Sadly, we don't do a shitload of damage with our on fire anymore, which is mildly disappointing. But capping the damage that we take at 5 is just too powerful. We got a pate sorbet. You never understood the difference between sorbet and sherbet, and this puck of frozen duck liver isn't changing that. The day has not come yet that you'll duck a fight with a duck. I never will put that on my tombstone. Okay, but seriously though, go to the... What are you doing, game? No, just ignore it. You gain the effect embarrassed. It makes you weak to sleep. Son of a bitch! It's not mine. I just want to like actually navigate to a place on this fucking map instead of it being weird. No! Am I seriously weak to sleaze damage like permanently now? I totally am! Kibitz! Nature's bounty is being violent. Thank you.
Kibitz, I hereby vow you will rue this day.
Nature's bounty is being violently extracted by this monstrous machine. Whoa, game's
He's an
getting...
idiot. We have purposely trained him wrong, as a joke.
I just wanted to play the game, chat. I just wanted to play the game. That's all. That's all, and the game's just like, no. You don't get to do that. Instead, you get to suffer for your hubris. The door is slightly ajar. The Gilmore house with a creepy little doll. An animate doll doing a workout routine. I'm sure it's fine and nothing to worry about. 9 reps. You can do it 9 reps. Get in shape. Just lift the bar 9 times and you're done. Yeah, you just gotta do it like 50 times. Lift it 9 times, 50 times. I'm waiting to see if after 9 times it does anything. I don't think it's going to. Sigh. All right, there's a loose page from a diary on the table. Let's read it. Dorothy keeps giving me socks with holes in them. She can't possibly trying to be humiliating me deliberately, but it's far too consistent to be random chance. Okay. Oh, we work out. We're shit. Not saying a word, chat. How am I loathing? We're loathing okay. We've been touched by the dark side, though. It's a crate of doll parts. Just a bunch of creepy glass eyes. There's a book of children's horror stories on the childless man's table. Maybe it's for the dolls, or maybe it's for you. You got scary stories for spooky children. Grants a skill Nightmare Alloy. The book is banned at school when you were a kid. The principal didn't think stories about dentists eating patients' teeth were appropriate for children, which is funny because that's exactly what ended up happening to him, and then you did have to hear about it. Dare you read on? We dare. The first story is too gruesome for words. Literally, it's full-color illustration of alligators squeezing into a school bus through the exhaust and eating all the passengers. Chilling, and all the more so because it could really happen. We got Nightmare Alloy, +1 spooky armor. Do you read further? Yes. The second story concerns a group of children who trade baseball cards at school. It's all fun and games until the baseball players pictured on the cards come to kill the children. This one really happened. Oh, we keep going. You remember hearing about this one? A boy wakes up in a coffin 6 feet under. This terrified you as a kid, and now you're more disturbed by the part where the boy gets out of the coffin and spends the next 40 years self-medicating his trauma until he dies of alcoholism. Dare you read further? We dare. I love that we're basically just getting our experience. Oh wait, no, this is spending XP. My bad. The old tale of Farmer Borge and his daughter. You'd hate to run across them on a rainy night. All right, we're 2 XP away from another upgrade. I expect this is probably another one we can just indefinitely read. You have a dentist appointment tomorrow? I hope you've been brushing your teeth, Michi. I really do. They'll pull out the big book of British smiles. A crate full of horrible little mouths. 8 pages. Dolls scratching out gibberish on a tiny sheet of paper. All work and no make 8 pages something or something. 8 pages a day. Someone's diary. Edith's violin is too loud for me to relax at night, but if I take it away, she screeches horribly. I wonder if I can find her a smaller one. It's okay, Michi. What's the worst that could happen? They could just, you know, slip with one of those dental drills or one of the cleaning tools and do horrible, horrible things. But that almost never happens. The sink is currently occupied by a creepy talking doll espousing the value of good hygiene. All right. We look past it at the mirror. We look at ourselves. Oh! Do I finally get one? No. Damn it. Hey, Jamalis. Thought a creepy doll scribbling in a book with only 8 pages was the big book of British smiles. I don't know. One of those newfangled plastic-handled toilet brushes you've read about in all the papers. We take it. We got a newfangled toilet brush. Deals your muscle plus 6 stench damage and causes 3 poison. Jesus, we are getting some really good weapons here. We flush the toilet. And we fish in the shower. After a brief struggle, you reel something in. You got a handful of dirty water. Sleaze damage. A glob of wet hair. Gamer foot water. Hell yeah. Another handful of dirty water. 4 eggs are part. All right, so it's 9, 8, and 4 thus far. Looks like somebody left the stove on. We warm our hands. Cold armor. Must correct Velma's mechanism so she'll squeeze the toothpaste from the end of the tube instead of the middle. I'm losing a fortune in wasted paste. And a 3, yes. I'm curious if it's just gonna be like 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You little shit, I'm gonna come over there. Box of wafered corn cereal. All right, a modern fridge with fruity ice pops in it. Doll parts with, hey, it's that counterclockwise mainspring we were looking for. Doll legs, just left ones. They must not be for dancing dolls. Oh, hey, nestled among them is that spring that Wendelin wanted. Now listen here, you little shit. There's one drawer you can reach without having to get too close to that doll. Look at all the hype over toilet brushes they just heard. I'll be sticking to toilet paper. Oh, good God, Noelle. That's... oof. Oof. Something's defective with Ruth. She's doing twice as much of everything as she ought to. I've gotten her gear ratios wrong. Why do dolls even need hearts? This is just pointlessly creepy. And a doll-sized chemistry set we could set up in our room. A dresser. We address it. Hello, dresser. The most refreshing bidet. Oh, God. If you're quick, you can probably grab these socks without getting eaten by the creepy doll. All pants. The shirts must be in a different closet. Dozens of awful little doll arms. And a diary. I'm stuck in a rut. Every day is the same routine. Eat breakfast, get dressed, brush my teeth, exercise, work on my novel, go to bed. Over and over. Always the same. I thought the dolls would help, but they've only made things worse. I feel like I might go crazy. In fact, that sounds like a good idea. I think I'll start right now. Okay. Alright, you little shit. Do I have something that will crank my moxie? I know I do. Probably pants, if I had to guess. No, not pants. Well, shit. Maybe a neck. Ah, there we go. Give me those socks. Fancy dress socks. They're an accessory. +1 moxie and plus 30% to meat drops. So I'm never going to use them. But boy, y'all better believe we've got them now. Where's my Rift Crystal amulet of utter overpoweredness? Okay, so this place is just creepy then. No. There's a page of what appears to be a diary. I don't feel well. I think Gladys put something in my coffee. Not just eggs, like she always does accidentally. I believe this was purposeful. Perhaps I shouldn't have based their mechanisms on that strange old doll I found. Grace. I wonder where she went. There's an old plowshare leaning against this tree. We take it. Can we turn it into a sword? Have a pretty simple morning routine. Wake up, take a shit, get out of bed. Oh, God. The door sells Belgrande bomb-proof shelter co, and it has a serious combination lock on it. No bomb's gonna guess this one. We set the dial. Oh, no. So, I mean, it's totally the dolls. And the solution, or the order, I should say, I would bet cash money, is this. All right, let me grab a piece of paper here. All right. So every day is the same routine. We have breakfast. We have dressed, which I think is 2 here. We have brushing our teeth, which is 3. Exercise, which was 9. Work on the novel, which was 8. Then bed. Okay. So what was breakfast? I think breakfast was, what was the eggs? Was it 3 or 5? And sleep is 8 hours. Is it 4? Yes, 4, all right. All right, so 423988, tentatively. It is 8 pages a day, right? Yes, okay. Hey, Destructo, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Good to see ya. All right, 423988. Nothing happens. Brush for 3 minutes, yep. 4 eggs. 8 hours of sleep. 2 sake socks. Wait a minute. There was one that said that it always did double. Ruth, she's doing twice as much as of everything. All right, so which one is Ruth? It's got to be either the novel or this. Maybe it's the novel one. So maybe that the 1/8 is a 4, which would be this one. You hear a click from inside the massive steel door. Looks like you got it. I mean, it sounds like you got it. That's actually kind of sneaky, and I bet you could figure out which one was Ruth based on the other notes. Look at that, chat. I actually solved a puzzle in a video game. A pile of unlabeled sealed crates. The man cringes and backpedals frantically as you approach. Stay back. How'd you get in here? Did the dolls send you? They did not send me, no. Then who are you? What do you want? My name's Swell. You must be Gilmore. Wendelin sent me over to see if you had a counterclockwise mainspring you could use. I already found it, but I thought maybe I should check on you in here. You've been in the house? You've seen the dolls? Dolls? Yeah. Look, they're creepy, I guess, but they're not that bad. They're just dolls. They're trying to kill me. Yeah, I saw your diary pages, but honestly, I think you're overreacting. Diary? Oh, you mean my novel? Novel? Yeah, I've been writing an epistolary novel in diary form about a toy maker who goes crazy because he thinks his dolls are trying to kill him. Huh, and he nails the pages of his diary around the house and hides in a bomb shelter in his yard. Right, exactly. Okay, so you aren't actually scared of your dolls, you're just acting it like method writing? No, the dolls are trying to kill me, just like in the novel. I'm not a psychologist, but I think you might be suffering from extreme confusion. You aren't the guy in the novel, you're the guy writing the novel. That's two different guys. The dolls aren't trying to kill you. Are you sure? You just freaked yourself out by writing a scary book with circumstances similar to your own, that's all. Maybe you're right. Okay, I'll come out just as soon as I finish the last chapter. All right. The last diary entry is unfinished, but seems to be about the protagonist huddling in a bomb shelter and waiting for the dolls to come get him. Grim. Several pairs of Gilmore's undergarments are strewn about on the bed. You were caught unawares by his cot underwears. I don't suppose that the word is dolls, is it? We have a second L. We do not. Okay. I don't know what you want from me here, game. I was thinking Hangman too. Hangman as well. All right. Can I just like do anything here? Okay, we can just do anything here. What happens if I run out of letters? Okay, so some are coming back. COB came back. Is it block? Wow. All right. Take the hat. If we had Shadow Taint level 4, we could take the hat. There's a throbbing ring of negative energy. So I'm wondering then if throughout this game, because there's always been items in these things, right? Maybe if we had Shadow Taint, we would have been able to take them instead of just close them with the pliers. Sadness. We're gonna close it though. Oh, because that's just what we've been doing. As much as I would like to be garbed in the powers of shadowy death magic, it's just not our way. Alphonse starts sniffing the air curiously. Smell shadow, smell booze. Booze? The two of you look around for a bit and find an old shed. Alphonse casually tears the door off its hinges and the two of you find an old still inside. The liquid in the catch bucket is dead black and thin tendrils of smoke waft from the surface. Ferment weird. Guess it's the dark side of the moonshine. Ha! Ha ha! For the next playthrough, yeah, there you go. Alright, I got you your spring, old man. Well, I'll be, thank you kindly. Seeing as you've proven yourself the helpful sort, I'll have them let you into the store. Pretty much all of us around here got a thing or two could use doing. Swell. That was sarcasm, I hear ya. He gets up and knocks an odd pattern on the door to the food store, and you hear someone inside removing the bar. Thanks. He continues to tinker with his device. Alright. But first, we have our Scary Stories book. The more you read, the gladder you are you didn't have access to this book as a child, and then again, you might have been prepared better for the nonsense you're dealing with now. Okay, yeah, so I'm sure at this point it's just gonna repeat. Okay, that's our meat gain. I guess we can upgrade Mind Melt. And then just sit on the rest of our XP. Hey, Pokey, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Jasper's Feed and Tack. The sign says back in an hour. Somebody has scrolled, yeah, right, in the thick layer of dust on the counter. She's fixated on that puzzle box. Let's help her out. Tricky looking puzzle box. Want me to take a crack at it? Shh, don't you know at this very minute, Mars is the closest it's been in opposition to Earth for a century? Take it easy, Huracut. Rest well. No. Almost every transmitter in the world has stopped broadcasting for 36 seconds in case any Martian signals squeak through the radio. And have they? I don't know, you were talking. Oh, sorry. Don't sweat it, Mars was never my favorite planet anyway. Too much silica. The name's Oskaloosa. Oskaloosa Barnhill. Yes, that's right, my middle name is Oskaloosa. Heard you helped out my friend Wendelin. You looking for any more work? Yeah, okay. What would you need? The closest you and I are gonna come to space, I think, is a little piece of it inside of Amon Mole Ross's place. She shows you on your placemat where that is. A little piece of what? Like a meteorite? Exactly that. A genuine chunk of the cosmos landed right in Ammon's lap. And between you and me, that's not right. The only thing emptier than outer space is that man's head. A meteorite, even a little piece of it, just ought to be in the hands of someone who will appreciate it. Take care of it, understand me? You want me to steal a meteorite? Ought to be a piece of cake, because just the other day, the whole Mole Ross family mysteriously disappeared. Wait, what? Alright. Sign that reads, back in an hour, lunch break. If not back in an hour, read sign again. Yeah, I always thought that was kind of like the point when they didn't have like the timer on them. Like, I know that that there's like, you can get the ones that have like the little clock fingers on it that you can be like, you know, I'll be back at whatever time. And if they don't, yeah, I just assume it's like, they'll be back eventually. Big bags of sheep feed, and what else? Sacks of steer feed, what else? Hen feed, cow feed, mule feed, ewe feed, hen feed, bull feed, hen feed, sheep feed, steer feed, sheep feed, buffalo feed, donkey feed, mule feed, hog feed, chicken feed, and steer feed. Holy shit in a basket. Hey Val, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well today, sweetheart. I hope your stream went well. What are you thinking of Silent Hill 4, The Room? Fancy new hat, yes, it sparkles and shines and shimmers and delights. I need to text the dwarf something really quickly. There. Trying to figure out what we're doing for dinner. I want chicken. And if she doesn't want chicken, I'm gonna get chicken anyways, but I'm going to offer her that if she wants to get chicken, I will put in an order for her as well when I do mine. Minor gameplay things you would have thought would not be in it, but overall fun. Minor gameplay thing, like what? What's it hitting you with? What kind of horrible terribleness? How's it going? Name's Farina. I'm swell. Nice goggles. Thanks. Did you cop a gander at my sweet breezer out front? A car? I was wondering why it was tied to a hitching post. A lot of horsepower in that baby. Gotta keep her under control. I get it. Say, where does your pretty handy and problem solving? What do you need? Buggy's a real dynamo, but once you taste that kind of power, you're always yearning for more. You want something to make it faster? I don't know a whole lot about cars. No worries, I'm not looking for advice. I already got your peepers set on a particular goal. There's an old Ford factory compound not far from here. Before they shut down a while back, they was working on a new kind of engine. One made of beans. Okay. Bean-powered engines? Get it? Because it runs on gas. Beans, are you serious? It was a long day. I wouldn't have believed it either, but I saw a test run on one of the prototypes. Man, it ran like lightning right up till it exploded anyways. Awkward movement in the apartment, zombie dogs. I love that they hit you with the zombie dogs like immediately in that game. I was listening to you play it while I was dozing and it and it's just everything's peaceful, and then doggos. But that's totally fair. I mean, the awkward movement, like that's, you know, tank controls from old adventure games. I don't know. You hate the zombie? Why do you hate the zombie doggos? They're just doggos but zombies. Resident Evil's been doing it for ages. Word is they fixed the problem, just had to switch to a different kind of beans, and the final pre-production engine could still be in the factory. I just need someone to go snaffle for me. All right, yeah, sure. As far as I know, it's been abandoned for months. Ought to be a lead pipe cinch, just grab the engine and go. Okay. All right.